Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. We have a great session, or sessions, I should say, planned for you. We have such an exciting thing that is happening right now. In fact, the minute my players joined the session, they were very excited. There's a lot of screaming and yelling. Anyways, we are joined by E-Man, being played by Royce.
Hi.
And we're being joined by Bat Dog, being played by Jim, being played by Zion.
Yo.
Last we left our adventurers, they had just defeated the bandits. Literally waded through them. Weren't even a thing. They were attacked by some sort of shadow creatures. They were defeated them easily. There was a door that beckoned to Zion. Zion touched that door, and they were transported to what looked like a familiar place that they had been before, deep within the dungeon. What they found was not something they expected. Before them was Zion, staring back at them with his shadow behind. It looked like the shadow was moving and then Zion moved. It was quite eerie. Let me set the scene for you right now, because apparently I had too much time on my hands. Before them is Zion, sitting in a chair. Behind them, his shadow. It looks like there are corpses all around Zion, husked. It looks like there's also what appears to be possibly demonic corpses around as well, also husked. On either side of Zion, large mountains of what appear to be magical items, drained of their very essence. This is what you see. There is also a slight magical wall separating you from Zion. Jim, when you entered into the room, the Zion body definitely noticed you and stared at both you and Royce. You feel a pulling or a calling. That same calling that you had been feeling, wanting you to come closer.
Is this only Jim getting that calling, or does Royce have the same?
No, Royce does not have that feeling at all. It's just been Jim.
I just want to let it be known that I didn't go in the door with Zion, but
It didn't matter. Everything.
yeah.
It was like a slate they touched and then revealed. I don't think it transported. It just
everything.
The illusion, I think.
Everything disappeared. Yeah, everything disappeared around you, and this is what you now see.
Great. Fantastic.
Do you think he placed that door there?
Who?
Me? I don't know. That guy.
I don't know, man. I just like you have your own personal graveyard here.
Yeah, I wonder who all these people are.
I'm gonna guess, the things you've drained over your course of your life just ended up here somehow or something. All the people you've husked, the magic
I don't think
items
so. I don't think so. I
absorbed.
don't think. I don't think that's. I don't think so.
Huh?
Jim's gonna lick the corpses if he recognizes any of them.
You don't recognize any of them, no.
Okay. Yeah,
They are very distorted, though. But you don't recognize them.
Because like the bodies don't disappear; they just become husked. It's the magic that I absorb by the people, not the person themselves.
Symbolism.
So, maybe.
Who says any of this is real?
That's true. This could just be another illusion. Zion, me? Are you an illusion?
All right. So as you talk to Zion, okay.
Zion?
As you talk to Zion, it seems to be that Zion's mouth is moving, and you hear some sort of odd sounds coming from somewhere beyond Zion. It's almost like something is trying to talk and communicate to you. Jim, you feel this pull, this strong urge to come and join with this powerful essence.
Where's the sound coming from? Like distant or like muffled?
Like yeah. So imagine like behind Zion from his shadow. It sounds almost like the sound is coming from Zion's shadow, and Zion's mouth is just moving.
Does it sound like a language?
It does, but nothing that you understand. It's just a very undescribable noises coming from beyond.
All right. Jim's going to put on the language necklace.
All right. You put on the language necklace. I need you to make a roll for me. Royce, what are you doing during this time?
Just looking around, taking in my surroundings.
All right. So as you hear something, the necklace all of a sudden becomes very hot on your skin.
Right.
It's starting to burn really bad.
Yeah, I immediately take it off. Did it stop getting hot after I took it off?
No, it's still getting hot. It's getting hotter and hotter as you...
Ice. I need ice. Ice. I hold out the necklace.
It's too hot. I mean, you'll start taking damage.
Ground.
Okay.
I found the ground.
All right.
Necklace hot. Don't destroy it though. Okay. I like that.
You see the necklace starting to melt as you do this. It's almost turning into a liquid form of what it was.
Jim salutes.
That was 7.
Royce, while you were looking around, you noticed several large pillars. They seem to be emanating some sort of magical properties. You also notice a door of some sort on the far side. And you see some sort of glowing magical orb in the middle of the room on top of a pillar.
So did the amulet fully melt?
It did. It is completely just slag at this point.
You may throw the necklace out.
Yeah. Unless you want me to just have a slag necklace that you carry around. It's up to you.
Sure.
All right, where is it?
It's in Jim's bag.
All right. All right. So the necklace solidifies once again after it overheats it starts melting, and then it cools off. You're able to pick it up, but it is indeed just a slagged piece of necklace metal at this point in time. You don't sense any type of magic or anything coming from it.
All right.
I guess I wasn't meant to be. Alright. It's fine.
I'm gonna put my hand around the wall to see if it's radiating.
You notice that as you try to put your hand through
Not through it. I'm not putting it through.
Okay.
I said next to.
Next to it. All right. As you try to put your hand next to the wall, it seems to open up as if you could reach your hand through. Just the part where your hand is at.
You know, try putting your hand next to it.
I'll do the same.
You notice that it does not do the same thing for Royce's hand. It remains a very firm magical wall.
I don't like that. I don't like that. How can I trust this guy? Like, how can I?
Can you? We don't.
Go ahead. Continue.
if you go in there, there's no me helping you. I can't go through that. So good luck.
Don't tell me that.
All right. I need you to give me a roll.
Do you have a rope?
Nope.
Oh.
Jim, you can tell that the feeling that you're getting is almost becoming impatient. It is getting very impatient. It is wanting you to join it.
What is this feeling similar to? Is it like the presence that I had in my shadow?
Yes, it is. It is definitely the shadow presence that you felt before, and it is getting impatient, and it is wanting you to join it. It is wanting you to step through, and it's almost like it needs you.
I don't know. Last time this presence was doing things, it killed me. And asked me to get back together? I don't want to get. Is it bad to get back with your ex? How bad is it?
Did you guys break up on good terms?
It's wagged its finger at me.
Can't get back with a wagger, man. Can't get back with someone who wags the finger.
You've had that type of relationship before?
It's just a feeling, like it's kind of demeaning, wagging your finger at somebody. Unless you deserved it. Did you deserve it?
I don't think so. What the heck did I just... I didn't drop. Oh, I can't because I have invulnerability. Can't get out of this chassis, so I can't drop.
You do indeed feel like your body has been infused with some sort of magical energy. You're not sure what it is, but you do feel a lot more durable than you usually do. It seems like the magical energy is coming from your shadow. Well, not Jim's shadow, but Ziam's shadow.
Yeah. Jim's gonna slash his palm. Drop some blood pile right here.
Okay. As you do, you notice that the presence gets very, very angry with you. You can tell that it does not like that at all. It is actually becoming almost enraged that you're doing this. You notice that the damage that you inflicted immediately goes away, and it feels like there is a rush of power from it to you in order to heal that wound and keep you alive.
Can you make the blood pile?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh my! I'm sorry, I didn't mean that much.
Hold on, I got you.
I meant just flesh sacrifice, regular.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
All right.
Royce, what are you doing during this time?
Just watching.
All right.
Jim is going to attempt to walk through the barrier.
All right. As you attempt to walk through the barrier, you notice that as you do, it feels, as your body starts passing through the barrier, the parts that do, it almost feels like your soul is being slowly consumed. It feels like it's draining you into Ziam's shadow. You almost feel like your soul is being pulled into a void, an essence of nothingness as you do. It's not like pain that you've ever felt, but there's definitely a pain from the soul. It's almost like your very inner being is screaming at you. The presence, however, in Ziam's shadow hungrily beckons for you to keep coming closer as you feel yourself being pulled into oblivion.
Have I felt anything similar to this before?
No. This feels like It feels like you are being removed from existence.
I mean, I think I felt this before, after a night of maybe some Taco Bell.
What are you doing?
Is the barrier not letting me pass through back?
You've only passed a little bit. I'm assuming you went slowly. I don't think you just jumped through your whole body. Unless I'm wrong. Did you just jump through your whole entire body?
I was walking normally.
Okay.
It's not like I'm going slow-mo.
Right. So you're walking normally, and the minute you start crossing into the barrier, that's what you felt. You felt
right.
like, yeah.
Yep. I'm going to continue.
All right. You continue. Are you sure you want to continue?
Really close. Yeah, I'm sure.
You're really sure you want to continue?
Well, now I'm not.
I'm just asking.
Bryce, is this a good idea?
You're muted.
That's why you're here. All the good ideas you've had in the past, That's why we're here now. Wouldn't be here without your good ideas.
You're so right. Jim's going to continue.
All right. You continue through. You notice that your very essence is being drained from your body. It feels like the shadow is draining you, eating your very essence. Your whole body starts feeling weak and numb, like you can't really control it anymore. You just feel like you're being eaten from the inside. Your soul is being consumed. The shadowy presence greedily devours your soul.
Do I get any say in this?
You can try to do one thing before it consumes you.
I'm trying to examine this feeling. Maybe a little bit more closer.
Would you like to whisper homicide?
I roll.
like it was,
How are you examining this feeling? Like, what do you want me to say? You feel like your soul is being eaten. Like I don't. Like what?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means.
Your soul is being devoured. The shadow is devouring your soul.
I'm going to be eaten by him.
You're going to be eaten by the shadow. I don't know how.
That doesn't help. All right, yeah, sure. I let it happen.
Okay. I'll give you a roll on the let it happen.
Push myself into him. Can't.
What does that mean?
No, that means bad things happen now. Because one's kill my character.
You got a critical failure on letting it happen. I don't know. Let's see what the DM does.
Royce, you see Zion being devoured by the shadow. I'm sorry. You see Jim being devoured. You see Jim being devoured by the shadow. That's what you see. You see his essence flowing out into the shadow. Jim is Yeah, oh yeah. No, it's extremely painful. Like I said, it's not like physical pain. It's like soul pain. Like you are
I've never had soul pain, so I got nothing to.
okay. You are literally being it, instead of a body, imagine a soul, and you're being eaten. Like literally, something is eating you. I don't understand. Like it is eating you, and you are being eaten, and there's nothing really you can do about it. And I'm just going to go back to Royce. Royce, you see, you see, you see Jim behind a barrier that you can't get through, and he's being devoured.
How do I? Is this
Just
a
like last time.
just a thing I can see? Is this a visual? Something visual happening?
You see, like, almost like a dark, wispy essence coming out of Jim. He is screaming. He's involuntarily screaming at this point because it is just it's literally like just consuming him. You see this happening. You can totally tell that it is consuming him, and he is in pain, and he is dying.
Is this what you want?
Jim's just screaming
Okay,
in pain.
nice. That's nice. That's nice. What does this do?
All right.
Pillar.
All right. So as Jim is being devoured by the shadow, Royce, you start to hear things around you. Not good things. Something from the darkness.
Subjective.
I can tell you right now, it's not good things. Something from the darkness. All of a sudden, you see one of the pillars light up. And something appears.
Darkness is here. Literally.
You see a small shadow appear. It seems to be wanting something from you. You can see that it is very hungry for something.
Back, demon. Leave me alone.
Welcome to the stream, Darkness. We're just in time to see what is known as a TPK. The light goes out on the pillar. You see you see Jim being slowly devoured by the shadow. You see two more pillars light up. goodness. You're
Stop
still
screaming.
you're just watching Jim being slowly devoured by the shadow.
Ah, it hurts. It hurts. It's eating me. It's eating me.
Yes, I agree, Hyrule. I agree. You see all 4 pillars light up, Royce.
This is great.
Can I act? Or am I unable to act?
You are being devoured. I don't know what to tell you. You're welcome. Oh, you electrified the source. I didn't even think that was possible, but you did it.
Me either.
I don't think it is possible. I think this is like a weird visual effect.
You see all 4 pillars light up again. More shadows join the fray.
I like the bow that you do when you use that skill. Such a gentleman. Oh, they're just like my zombies. Just like my zombies.
They're so smart. Well, Hyrule, right now, Jim is being devoured by the soul, by his soul, and he let it happen. He rolled a 1 on that, let it happen. And Royce is currently fighting shadows that keep appearing around him. And this is where we are in life. Yeah, you're welcome, Arrow. You're welcome. I'm trying. I'm trying to give you a good recap on what's going on.
This is interesting tactics.
It totally is. I think some of them are yours, right?
No, none of them are.
None of them. Okay, this is weird then.
I don't have. It's Soul Catcher. Their allies are dying, so
Hmm.
they're getting resurrected as zombies.
Gotcha. So I just want to let you know that Hyrule said, "Go, E-Men, go, fight those shadows," and he also said, "Come on, Bat Dog, don't let your soul be devoured." It's good advice, Hyrule. It's good advice.
Sounds like intervention from an outside source.
No, I'm just letting you know what chat's saying.
What if I want my soul to be devoured?
I mean, it's happening, so you're getting your way. Everything's going good for you then. It's exactly as you need it to be.
Exactly. Plans within plans.
Plans within plans. So what's Royce doing besides fighting shadows?
Yeah,
What-
my incarnate is currently pushing the pillar and stomping it.
Okay.
Just
All
to
right.
see what happens.
Got you. All right. So as you see the incarnate hitting the pillars, you notice that it is indeed causing something to happen. It seems to be causing it to wink out. The power around it seems to shimmer and distort as you do. You do notice that the shadow-like creature that's behind Zion is starting to notice you more. It seems like its attention is being drawn to you, and you can feel its attention on you, Royce.
Firing laser at pillar. To get out of my way.
All right, 1 second. I need you to make a roll for me, Jim.
Sure.
All right. So right when the shadow presence shifted its attention to Royce, you were able to do something. What are you attempting to do in that moment? You feel like you are pretty much on the brink of total oblivion, meaning like you don't exist anymore, like zero existence. And this thing has been eating away at your soul, and you are incredible, not only mental pain, but also just a very deeper pain beyond the physical. It is painful. Yeah. All right. It's a bad negative thing. Bad negative things are happening to you.
I see.
All right. And you have a chance to do something because its attention shifted away towards Royce for a brief moment.
Eating
What
my
do you
soul.
What do you do?
I'm going to attempt to cast use source.
You're going to attempt to cast use source?
Yes.
All right. I'll give you a roll for it. All right. You successfully use the ability use source. You feel your body becoming very powerful for a brief moment. You know that you're able to break free of this if you wanted to. You see something also happening to Ziam's body when you use this ability. You're not sure what it is, but you can definitely tell something happens to Ziam's body. But the main thing is that you're strong enough now. Whatever you've done has caused you to be able to break free of this grip that you are in. You can feel energy moving from one part of your body, or I'm sorry, from somewhere else, some sort of storage place, into your body. What do you do?
What was that last bit? What's getting moved?
You, it feels like you have like almost like an outward storage vessel, and you are draining it and putting it into your body.
All right.
And you are very strong enough to break free of this thing's grip of you. What do you do?
I'm going to attempt to locate where that vessel is.
All right, so you're going to within stay within this, or because you have one action that you can do. You're strong enough to do one action, and if that's what you want to do, that's fine. It's up to you. That's what you want to use your action on.
How much? How much life do I have in me still?
Not much. You feel like this thing has sucked a lot of your essence out of you. You're hanging on. I would say probably 30% at this point in time. You're not sure. It could be less. It could be more, but this presence has definitely drained a lot of you in that period of time.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to break free.
All right, you're going to break free. How are you doing this?
I can't go through the barrier.
You can try. I just need to know how you're breaking free.
I'm going to attempt to use translocate on the blood that I made, which emerges at the target blood pool.
All right. You are successfully able to use translocate. As you do, though, the presence immediately notices that you have broken from its grasp, and it's infuriated. You see large amounts of magical energy hit the center pylon, causing it to glow. All of a sudden, more of these shadows seem to pop into existence as you break free. Hold on.
How's it going, Royce?
It's been better.
Seems been better. Yeah.
It's been better.
There's fire everywhere.
You don't say.
You definitely feel weak though from the draining, Jim. Okay, fine, whatever. Apparently not that drained. All right.
What's to do with these pillars?
I don't know. They glow, things pop out. The middle one glowed, so now I'm sticking my corner on the middle one.
All right, so you're hitting the middle one?
I mean, you hit it once, yeah.
Okay. All right. I just need to make a roll for me then. All right. As you're hitting the middle one, you notice that it is doing something to it. It seems to be dispersing some of the magical energies within it. Every time your incarnate hits it.
So, about that decision, just let it happen.
What do you mean? How do you know about that decision?
I don't know, man. Just saw you walk in there and just started screaming.
Oh my goodness, I can't put that stass on me because I'm vulnerable.
E-Man loves this time here.
I can't even play haste on myself. Oh, this is horrible. Do they all have counterspell?
Nope. As far as I know.
All right, you hit it 2 more times. 3 more times. All right, give me a roll. All right, when you do, you notice that the magical energies around it start to shimmer and dissipate. However, you see the other 3 pylons around you start to glow. Jim, you notice that they are attacking you. However, you're not taking any damage. It seems every time you are hit, energy is coming from the shadow into you, keeping you alive.
Yeah, countered.
What?
He got counter spelled.
Oh.
Do these pillars look familiar to Jim?
They just look like pillars that would be in a demon dungeon. Nothing like too special. They just look like glowing magical pillars.
Do I feel anything coming off of them?
You do indeed feel energy off the ones that are still lit and glowing, which is the 3 that you see.
What type of energy do I feel?
It feels very similar to the dungeon energy that you usually feel in dungeons.
That comes off of what?
Like the magical items in the place that the Zymes felt before.
All right.
It's fire. It's fire. I guess there's a lot of enemies too.
All right. Jim is going to try to channel that energy that is going into him from whenever he gets hurt. He's going to try to consume that energy and pull it in.
Into Jim?
Yes.
All right, so what you're attempting to do, if I'm not mistaken, is whenever you're hurt or damaged, you're trying to pull that into you?
Yes.
And how are you attempting to do this? And why are you attempting to do this?
I'm going to be casting Use Source, and then I'm trying to basically take control of Zion and the Shadow.
You're trying to take control of Zion from the shadow using that?
Yeah.
All right. Got you. All right. When was the last time you got hit?
Like right before my turn.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and give you a roll on it. All right. When you feel the energy flowing into you, it seems to be strengthening you. You're not really able to channel it or use it in any way. It's almost like you're being enchanted with some sort of shield or spell that is keeping you alive. It seems like there's a lot of spells on you right now to keep you alive.
All right.
Burn. Burn for 1,000 years. Take your time.
It's like the only time I can get hit by people now. I can't cast my mantra to hit them back when they hit me because I have invulnerable. My build.
All right. You get hit several times. You see that the same thing's happening. You have spells being cast on you from your shadow presence. Seems like there's energy being directed towards you, and those spells are enveloping you, keeping you alive. You are indeed taking damage still. It's not that you're invulnerable, but it's just constantly just keeping you alive. It's healing your body. It's making sure that you're not dying. Even as these dark, shadowy things hit you.
Does it look like the shadows getting weaker at all?
No, it does not look like the shadow's getting weaker at all. You're talking about the shadow presence behind Zion, right?
Yes.
No, it does not look like it is getting weaker at all. It seems like it's getting more irritated. It seems like it's trying to direct more and more energy at the different pylons and towards Zion. It seems there's a lot of energy flowing to the shadow.
All right. What are the zombies and shadows look like they're doing?
They look very odd in the sense that there's no real direction from them. They look more like mindless beings than anything directed at them. They don't look like there's any type of intelligence behind them. There's no tactics. It just looks like a bunch of mad animals running around, just striking at whatever gets in their way, friend and foe alike.
All right.
All right. All right. You see the shadow presence shoot a very large beam of energy at the pylons. You can tell that this is a lot more energy than it usually sends to these pylons. It seems like it's been building it up. You notice that there is a very large energy source hovering over some sort of abyss type essence thing. You're not sure. It looks very very deep, very dark, and you see an energy type orb hovering over.
All right.
You hadn't been seeing this before. It seems to have gotten brighter as the battle has been progressing. And you see that this energy source is being drawn upon by the shadow. When you examine it, you do see a very similarity in the sources that you've seen in other dungeons before. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay. It seems like it was possibly invisible before, and it has been getting brighter as the shadow has been pulling upon it. And then sending that energy into the pillars. But now it sends a very large burst of energy into the 3 pillars that are remaining.
Incarnate, no.
You see that with each wave, they seem to be getting stronger and stronger. Their attacks start feeling more painful, dealing more damage as the fight progresses.
Ah! It's still painful. It's still painful.
You see the shadows scream as you burn Jim. Jim's entire arm is obliterated, and within seconds, it is regrown. The shadow is infuriated. You can tell that it is very, very unhappy that you did that.
Royce, what's that look in your face? Don't look at me like that. I'm friend, not foe.
Not entirely sure that's true.
But what if you were wrong? You don't want to be wrong, right?
Had good times together.
All right.
Right.
Oh.
Oh.
Do it again.
It's Jim's
It's
turn.
all right. All right. How many times did you hit it? Once or twice?
Once.
Just once? All right. I need you to make a roll for me. You can definitely tell that you're making progress on the pillar. However, it did not turn off like the other ones did. All right. It's Jim's turn.
Yep. Does Jim feel a connection to the shadow still at all?
Yes, you still feel like it wants you to come closer to it. But now it feels almost like a salivating, hungry need to devour you instead of just a pull or a draw.
Has Zion moved at all?
Yes, Zion has been moving. It seems like whenever the shadow moves, he moves like a half a second to a second afterwards. So whatever the shadow does, Zion does a half a second or a second afterwards.
All right.
You can tell though that when you were close to him, the Zion looked almost like a shell or a husk rather than a living, breathing being.
All right. Okay.
What'd you do?
I can't cast that. I can't gain status. I tried using focus, but
What does focus do?
it makes everything cost one less AP, but costs a source point.
Ah, got you.
But you know, invulnerable makes it so you can't have
Yeah.
statuses.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there, my friend.
Can I even? Please stop. Okay, can't. There's too much things. I'm just gonna cry. Thanks. Back scratches. I can't even guardian angel, and my build's completely. I'm just useless, and I'm just going to touch people.
Have all your touches.
And stand touches.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, it fears you. Look at that. It's running away. Oh, you made it hit its thing. Oh, you're so good at this game.
Hate you. Counter song? Counter spell. He doesn't like your incarnate. Why do zombies have more HP than their original selves?
The flesh adds.
How they grow flesh?
Who knows?
Your incarnate fades out of existence.
Thanks. Damn, I didn't see that.
Now, your last hope for humanity. Getting my minions.
Do I hear that?
No, I'm saying that.
What's that one game I used to play? Was it like Dungeon Master or something?
Yeah, where there is like a carnival or something, and you had
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
One person was like the minion caster,
Mm-hmm.
and you had like the heroes.
Oh, I love that game. That was such a fun game.
It was.
It looked at you like, what are you doing?
Rude. Hmm. Just a lot of guys in front of me. Didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, boys. I trust in the gym.
Don't.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever trusted the gym.
What? I trust the gym.
Who's saying that?
All right. Jim, you take an incredible amount of damage, especially since it is fire damage that you are taking. You are encased in burning flames. Flesh is seared off of you. You get almost destroyed from the damage that you are suffering right now. However, you are being repaired almost instantly as you do. The shadow seems to almost scream. You hear this horrible noise coming from behind Zion, from his shadow. You can tell that this thing is becoming more and more irritated as this goes on. Royce, I'm going to need you to make a roll for me. Oh, sorry. Oh, fine. You also are going to make a roll for me. That's fine. You're going to make a roll anyways. So you got a 19. Royce, go ahead and make a roll for me. I hate everything. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. As you do, you notice that the shadow seems to almost diminish in power for a brief instant. It seems to get smaller. You see that the wall in front of it starts to wink out of existence for a brief moment and then back again. It's almost like it is a thin sheet of magical energy at this point that is going in and out of existence. And that's what happens. You get it.
Stop that.
I'll be right back and grab water.
Great.
Continue.
I killed something.
Good job, Jim.
Jim's so great.
All right, I'm back. Hyrule, can you hear the game sounds? I know you can hear like Bad Dog and E-Man.
You can turn
But-
that off. He doesn't need that.
Yeah, there's game sounds. Oh my goodness. I don't think game sounds are coming through. I think, oh God. Hold on.
Make sure it's not too loud.
I hate everything. Because I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, why isn't there audio coming through? It's just like dead silence. Game. How about now? Can you hear game sounds now? Ah. Good. All right, now you can. All right. Royce, were you aiming for Zion?
He just so happened to be there.
I
No,
see.
I did not so happen.
I
did
see.
not so happen.
I see. All right. I'm going to need you to make a roll for me. All right. So as you deal more damage to Jim, a large laser goes right through your chest, Jim. You see it almost appear, and there's a full hole in the middle of your chest. It immediately gets healed after it's been done. You notice that the shadow is screaming even louder now. The amount of sounds that this thing is producing is just insane. It's almost, I wouldn't say overwhelming, but it is fairly loud. You see the wall disintegrate. As you see the wall disintegrate, you see a very large amount of energy enter into Zion. His head moves, not according to what the shadow moves, but it's on its own.
Not by Jim.
Not by Jim, no.
Not by Jim. Not by anyone.
Zion has joined the fray. You see him pick up his daggers. His cold, dead eyes stare at you. No emotion, no feeling, just death.
Don't worry, I know his weak spot.
Right?
It's his leaves. Get his leaves. The source of his power.
It's leads, right. Yeah, I know what that means.
Honestly, he's gonna be really hindered because Zed is invulnerable. This whole thing. He can't empower himself.
This is going really well, by the way. Stop it, Hyrule. Stop making sense. But are you doing the thing?
What do you mean?
Do you have things ready?
Oh,
Just wanted to make sure.
How dumb do you think I am? Both of you.
Huh?
I was gonna...
What's
Nothing,
happening?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Alright. Using Raise Undead Assassin. Is that a castable ability on Zion?
You're attempting to cast Raise Undead Assassin on Zion?
Yes.
It doesn't seem like he's a target for Undead Assassin, no.
Alright. Just gotta try, just gotta try that. Do I feel anything coming off of Zion? Any energies linked between us?
It doesn't seem like any energy is blinking between you and Zion. It seems to be that your energy is separate from Zion, so you're not able to have any type of blinking going on between you two. You're not sure because the overwhelming urge of the and the devouring nature of the shadow is kind of overwhelming your senses at the moment, as far as like any type of feeling like that.
Alright. And the shadow is following Zion?
No, it's not.
Is it staying in place where it was?
It is staying in place where it was. Yes, it seems to be just sitting behind the chair, almost like a silhouette, and Zion is attacking on his own. The real Zion.
Alright. Grand. I'm going to attempt to cast Essence Extraction on the shadow.
On the shadow?
Yes.
Alright. That does...
It's necromancy.
Necromancy. Alright. I need you to give me a roll. So I will say that it doesn't look like it does any damage to the shadow. However, when you use this ability, you do feel that you do have some sort of connection with Zion. It seems that you distracted the shadow enough to where you were able to break through those feelings, where it didn't think of you as a morsel of delicious food for a brief moment and thought of you more of a nuisance or a threat. And in that moment, you did indeed feel like there was still some small thread of connection between your essence, your soul, and Zion, the husk standing before you, being controlled by the shadow.
Alright. Am I still able to feel that thread?
For a brief moment you felt it, and then it went away because the shadow
Yeah.
started, yeah.
Alright. Because it didn't feel me as a morsel anymore. I see. Alright. I'm going to cast Use Source again.
Alright. I need you to make a roll for me. Alright. You cast Use Source on yourself again.
Good job, man.
Thanks, man.
Wait, where'd your weakness go? Oh, it was only one turn. Never mind. I remember now. Alright.
half your abilities work, you can't apply dark and light and shadow to Zion because he's invulnerable. Not sure how his stuff works.
Yeah, I think it makes
It's
sense though.
invulnerable. Zion.
What?
Yeah, I was the only hang of it. How much AP do you have? You have so much movement.
My goodness. That line though, is pretty long.
Thank you.
Is people eating? Or I guess it wouldn't be people, would it?
Thank you for the blood, Royce. This is definitely unique. Jim's going to try to channel that thread that he had. He's going to search for it and reach out to it that he has connected to Zion.
Alright. Just real quick. Hyrule, that is a great anime. I love that anime. Yeah, it's really good. I can't wait. Can't wait for things. Anyways, so you try to channel into that thread. That's what you're trying to do. How are you doing this?
Just sending my magic, trying to find that thread again that I felt before.
Okay, and what are you doing with it if you found it?
I'm going to send my magic through it and try to jumpstart, basically.
You're trying to send Jim's magic through it?
Yeah. Like, try to control Zion again.
Alright, you're trying to gain control of Zion with that thread by sending Jim's magic into Zion.
It seems mindless right now.
Okay.
Like all these shadows around.
Alright, you're attempting to gain control over Zion. You send your magic through that thread. You do very briefly are able to kind of find it and send magic through it. But it seems like something else is controlling Zion. It seems like something else has invaded Zion and you're not able to exert any type of control over it. It's almost like Zion was an empty husk and something has invaded into it.
I get it. Alright. That's
I'm gonna say, because you did roll an 18, that it seems like that. How can I put it?
I think I understand.
Okay.
That's fine.
All
I
right.
have a plan
Okay.
within plans.
Good.
I'm going to use Shadow Mend on Zion, which can heal undead, and it says it cleanses blinded, charmed, madness, muted, and taunted. So, like mind control.
All right. This will be the last thing that you can do on your turn.
Alright.
All right. Let's see. Shadowman. Oh, what happened? Hold on. You ended your turn, didn't you?
Yeah, I switched to other.
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
I'm with my summon.
Shadowman. All right. You successfully cast it on him. It seems to do everything that it says. It heals him. It seems to clear statuses. It does the effect that, the magical effects that it normally has when it does the spell, when it resolves. It doesn't seem like there's any pushback or anything like that. However, nothing seems to change.
Alright.
My goodness, I think your assassin does more damage than you do.
It does.
My goodness! Who gave you an assassin that's... Oh, God.
I'll be right back.
Yes. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, you can only use it one time. Gotcha. Unfortunate. That's why they're having so much trouble. And these things are bad. Okay. All right. So you accidentally hit Zion with a fireball again? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, I hit Zion with a fireball. And if Jim was there, then oh well.
Okay. All right. Hit Zion and Jim with a fireball. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. Need you to make a roll for me. 5. All right. You see the damage being done to the real Zion and Jim. It's a large amount of damage to Jim. Not so much to the real Zion, but it is a large amount of damage to Jim because of the fire and everything. His one of his legs entirely disintegrate as you shoot him and immediately heal back. You notice that the shadow presence seems to get more intense. Something seems to be happening. It seems to be gathering a large amount of power. More than you've seen. It seems like it's going to cast a spell very soon. All right, give me a second.
Hello, I'm here. I'm an upstanding citizen.
Welcome back. Let me know if things need to happen.
I want my body back.
Which one?
It's strange they have to ask that question.
It's a good question. I'm having to fix things. I apologize. Because apparently the skills did not work very well.
How did everything died? What did I miss? Is that
Fire.
you?
Fire.
They all burned?
Wasn't you just one? There's a lot of totems back there.
Early.
Once the summon of the totems died, they all died. So. Everything else burned by tick damage from the fire.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of anime, ReZero, you know, it started again, you know, after a long time, you know, new season or like just a new whatever, and you know, it's halfway it went through, you know, the season, and then like 4 months of just nothing, of waiting until the next, and then after it started again, now it's having to do it. It's every week. It's weekly episodes now. And it's like, okay, this is cool. Yeah, I'm glad this is happening. Like, if their show wasn't finished, then why even start rolling out the season?
I haven't done that yet. Haven't finished watching that yet, so
Are we good?
I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Sorry about that. You missed where Royce accidentally, intentionally shot a fireball at the real Zion and Jim,
That's cool.
and now the shadow seems to be casting a very large spell. You see a lot of energy being accumulated towards the shadow.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, is it trying to kill us because of killing me? Won't that just bring the thing that doesn't want to happen? It's involuntary? I don't know. How do you like fighting Zion? Oh,
Yeah.
try to inject him. It's a nice back you have. Are you just gonna stand and let him take it? Or just take it from him? Why don't you spin around? He's confused.
All right, I will be right back. I have to go do something real quick. Apologies, but go ahead and play while.
Okay.
How are you, man?
Alright.
That's good, that's good. How are you, Hyrule? That's fun. You have fun with that. Assassin doesn't fear death.
So, how you doing? Good, good, good. Same. Oh, really? That happened? Oh, man.
What was the last movie you watched, Damon?
Good question. It's been years.
Has it really been years?
Yeah.
I mean, like in general, not like the theater.
It's been years.
What? I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Don't watch
You-
movies.
But you watch cartoons.
Do I?
Okay. Okay. So you're just lying to me now?
What, like Ed and Eddie I have downloaded on my computer? I'll put on every now and again. Background noise, yeah. But actual movie? No, I watch reruns of Seinfeld that I have downloaded on my computer.
Okay, we're watching a movie. We're gonna have a watch party. And go put on like the Mario movie. We'll go put on the Mario movie.
No. No.
I heard it has Mario in it.
Sure does.
I heard it has Jack Black in it playing Bowser. We could watch the Minecraft movie together. That'd be great.
Bowser coming out and saying, I am Steve.
Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry.
right, I'm back.
Welcome.
So, anything happened while I was gone?
Hello. E-Man apparently hasn't watched the movie in years.
Well,
Hi, you man. Is there a reason for it? You just don't feel like it, or?
Like you're a weirdo. You know that, E-Man.
not into movies. I don't know.
Why is my game lagging? I want there to be judgment casted upon you, E-Man.
I just was wondering. Is there if there's a reason behind it?
E-Man,
Yeah.
when was the last time judgment has been casted upon you?
We need to hurry because we only have like a couple more minutes, and I was hoping.
I'm sitting here. Okay.
What's happening?
E-Man.
I don't know. I guess, I mean, can't physically attack this guy. I guess I can, sure. Ooh.
All right. You attack Zion, or the true Zion.
Yep, sure. Have an 8-0.
All right. Do. All right, you attack the true Zion. You do some damage to him, but it doesn't seem like it's that much. It seems like Zion's pretty resistant and resilient. You only see a small smattering of energy flowing from the shadow into the real Zion. It seems like this has been a consecutive pattern for any type of damage being done to Zion, or he seems to be very resistant towards damage.
Beautiful.
Zion, you don't look so good.
The true Zion. The real Zion.
It looks weird. Why don't you let me control Zion?
Zion is very pleased with himself.
Pardon?
Zion is very pleased with himself. You can tell. He's very pleased with what he's doing.
That's great. I'm glad.
The real Zion is very happy.
Okay. You source.
All right, so what are you doing?
I use source. The ability to use source.
All right. You should make a roll for me. All right. Now what are you doing? All right. Do. All right. You use Shadow Bomb on the real Zion. It seems to do a little bit of damage, not too much. And you see a small energy going from the shadow into the real Zion.
Gag order. Lead attack.
All right.
Normal attack.
And now I need you to make another roll for me. Okay. Again, it appears to be that you are dealing damage to Zion. However, Zion is very resilient. And a small bit of energy is being taken away from the the shadow into Zion every time you do so. You notice that
when you do damage to me, it does more damage than look. It still hurts, alright? I got a plan. I know that's what we probably should do, but it hurts, alright?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
all right. Do you fully target Jim? Is that what I see you doing?
He's standing right behind the real Zion, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Gotcha.
Stop.
All right.
You know what you're doing. You don't have to angle it that way.
All right. So the shadow seems to scream out in pain, even more so. Large amounts of energy are going to Jim, trying to desperately keep him alive as you see probably 80% of his body disintegrate and reappear within a few seconds. Jim, you do indeed feel yourself being burned alive for a split second and then regrowing an entire body. It is very excruciatingly painful. All of it. The regrowing, the dying, the being whatever.
It's Jim C on Royce's face.
Hey, Jim. Hello, friend.
No, stop. You don't have to do this.
All right. So as you do this, the creature seems to have finished casting his spell.
Ugh.
And out pops something that you've never seen before. Something horrible. Something powerful. Something disgustingly shadowy.
Why is it green? It's literally it's not red. It's not on our it's on our side. There it goes. So why is it green? It looks like a bunch of peas.
Look at this. You're within the AoE, Jim.
Jim got fireballed.
All right. Did you get fireballed again?
I got lasered before. I got fireballed now.
All right. So you were indeed fireballed. I need you to make a roll for me again, Royce. All right. You see Jim's lower half of his body completely obliterated. He actually falls and stumbles for a brief moment. However, the energies from the shadow repair it almost instantly. Jim, you were face down in fire, burning alive for a brief moment. And now you're back whole again. How do you feel?
Mixed feelings.
I see.
I know strategy. This is kind of,
This is fun.
but it hurts.
Hey, what's that over there?
I know. How could I fall for this trick? We've seen it 1,000 times.
Right.
It's like someone throw it in your face. They have a firecracker. You see them throwing the firecracker. It lands behind you, and you still turn around. It's like, all right, who's that behind you?
My goodness.
Why don't you let me control Zion?
You could probably,
You
you could probably do
play
it.
him better.
You could probably do it. I'm telling you.
You get the backpack. I'm going to examine the creature that spawned.
Okay. It looks like a very grotesque shadow. Whatever it was, you're not sure, but it looks just like a deformed bag of flesh and meat and bones and arms in shadow form. You can tell it looks extremely powerful and can probably cast some very nasty spells. And that's what you see. What do you do? You have 10 minutes and then we have to
Screaming
stop.
at me? I'm going to... Shield bash! It did much of nothing. Well, I did much of... What is Seed of Corruption? Spreading? It spreads?
Do that too. Come on, man.
Oh no. Alright, so you do that. Wait, that only hits, okay. That only hits,
You were
allies,
so
right?
ready to hurt him again.
Oh, I was. I love hurting Jim. Who does it?
Why do you do this to me? Oh my ruptured tendons. Was I even, did you have ruptured tendons on you? too.
Are you talking to me or?
Yeah,
Oh,
because they borrow bubble.
I don't think it did. Goodness.
And pain. Okay. Too much magic.
I doesn't even do anything.
What's happening? What do you mean, Army of the Dead? Why they skip their turns?
Obviously.
They fear you.
Just a little bit of
Nice.
something sickness.
Alright. Jim is going to examine the shadow that's on the throne right now.
All right.
For any differences.
So the shadow is seems to be casting another spell, another very big spell again. Of similar size to the one that it cast before when this creature spawned into existence. You're fairly certain that it's going to cast another one very soon.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm going to tell you as you get closer to the shadow, it seems to be very happy that you are. It seems to thirst. You can almost feel that same feeling of your soul being devoured. It's almost like a ghost memory of the pain and suffering that you felt from it.
Alright.
It intensifies the closer you get to the shadow.
What do I see around the shadow? Does it look like how it looks like in game?
No, I just put that up as a representation. It basically just looks like a thicker, larger Zion silhouette that you can definitely tell that there's a presence within it.
What about the veins?
Those look like parts of corpses, maybe demonic corpses. You're not sure. It just looks like there's lots of corpses, lots of husked corpses, lots of husked demonic corpses, and yeah, that's what that is.
All right. And my pile's not there.
Your what?
The money pile's not there.
The money piles represent it looks like items that have been turned to slag and then discarded in piles.
All right. That's cool. Do I tend to cry?
Okay. Yeah, that's a free action.
No. Oh, of course it'll be free. Alright. It's a little bit closer. Hello, Shadow.
As you get closer to it, you could almost feel its tendrils wrapping again around your soul. You're pretty sure if you got any closer than this, it would have a grip on you again. You can feel it almost salivating at the very thought of eating you from within.
There's a PG channel. There's a PG channel.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
I'm clueless as well.
I got nothing. I got no items, nothing. I'm just gonna start throwing my backpack at it.
I mean, you can try.
I'm using essence extraction on the shadow again.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You use essence extraction on the shadow. It doesn't seem to do very much. It does, however, give you a source point. You can feel some energy being transferred from the shadow to you, but it's a very small amount, and it doesn't seem to even really notice what you're doing. It's just so hungry for you.
That's great, man. That's great. I'm gonna use another source point.
All right.
Use source.
All right. All right. Is there anything else you're doing?
Bathing in flames.
All right. Are you actually doing that? Are you setting yourself on
Yes.
fire?
Yes. And it's all over the throne and everything near it.
Okay. You set yourself on fire. You're burning alive. You're in horrible pain. You continually burn. You notice something changing, something different. You don't feel as protected as you once were. However, you do still feel energy being drained from the shadow. Just not as much.
More storms! More storms!
Too many storms. Too many storms.
It's never enough.
Backpack,
Is that your
backpack.
baby?
What?
Is that your baby? The spider? Came out of you.
No. No. No.
Is that my baby? Is it our baby?
It's all yours, man.
I don't know, I think it has your eyes. Never mind, you're blinded. It's 3 turns of decay through armor? I don't want to hear the DM complain ever again. I don't want to hear the DM complain ever again. And Jim.
That was a source skill, by the way. It took 3 source points.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It
That
does
thing
matter.
has infinite source. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, 3 source points though.
Okay. Everything has apotheosis, meaning everything has -3 cost of source. It costs an AP. Or the free cast.
All right, so what are you doing?
I am going to. I have no range. I have no range. Has the orb changed at all up there? Above the abyss?
It's continually sending energy to the shadow creature. It seems like the shadow creature, or Ziam's shadow, is absorbing or leeching the power from it. And again, it seems to be casting these spells. It seems to be about to cast another big spell, just like it did before.
Alright.
It's very close to. In fact, you're fairly certain it's about to do it.
Alright. I'm going to attempt to cast Essence Extraction on the orb itself and intersect that cast
Okay.
John
You don't
regarded me.
you don't have any way to target it. It's not targetable.
Is it not?
No.
And everything's coming out of the orb.
There is energy coming out of the orb, and the shadow thing seems to be absorbing it. That's Ziam's shadow. It seems to be absorbing it. Or leeching off it or something. You're not sure if it's leeching off it or sending the power. You just see the energy going from the orb to Ziam's shadow.
Alright. I am going to... Alright, we're going to do this. I'm going to cast Focus.
Okay. Alright.
And then I'm going to cast Death Presence.
Alright.
Myself. Then Dispersion. Let's see. Fun things. This plus 200 damage, that's great. That's amazing. And I'm going to go into chair and try to retaliate against the shadow.
Alright.
I may have combat sitting in that chair. I'm back in it though.
Alright. I need you to make a roll before you do all this. I am going to say that as you get closer, it seems that you can feel the tendrils of the shadow, Ziam's shadow, wrapping around your soul again and start leeching it. If you continue forward, it'll get a hold of you again and be devouring your soul once again. Do you continue moving forward?
So does it feel right now before I go into it?
That's what it feels like. It feels the same as when you were close to it before, like your soul is being devoured. You are falling into oblivion. You can feel like almost like a scarring ache from the last time that you did this, and it feels the exact same way. And it seems to be almost beckoning you to get closer, desiring you to get closer, so it can send your soul to oblivion.
That's fine. I will not go closer.
All right, you stop going closer. Your turn has ended.
Cool.
Incarnate, what are you doing? What's your incarnate doing?
Maybe
Is he terrified? Oh, okay.
Nah, just going towards the shadow.
Okay, he's going towards the shadow. Got it.
Get him, Jim.
Jim.
Come on, Jimbo, let's go.
We have to end it here. It's gotten to be that point. All right. As you are watching, you notice that the creature finishes casting, and you see another one of those shadows thing appear. And we will end it there.
At least I won't forget. I want to forget.
Thank you for being here, YouTube. Appreciate it. Thank you, Hyrule. Thank you, Darkness. Glad you're here. We'll be back, same bad time.